And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Blunt, the lone running back. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets down.
A nice gain of 21 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On second down, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Brady gives now to Blunt, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not...
Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Still on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, they know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 10 to the that's where the return stops.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Still first down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Working out of the gun, Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the side.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Brady going to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. But former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw, Brady. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now Winston. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time, and it brings up 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Blunt. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Blunt, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. The storyline in this one.